Cross River State Governor Basio II is rallying elders and key stakeholders to close ranks behind his administration's push to reclaim the state's status as an oil-producing state. Towards this end, the governor delivered what he described as a State of the Union address in Calabar. Rallies correspondent Magdalena Yoma reports.
Governor Basio II is intensifying calls for unity, seeking the backing of elders and political leaders in Cross River's renewed push to return to the League of Oil-Producing States. Addressing a high-level gathering that includes former governors, lawmakers and senior political figures, the governor insists his administration is committed to correcting what he describes as the injustice of the state's removal from oil-producing bloc, while urging patience as engagements continue.
Cross River State stands as a littoral state to benefit from oil wells along the Nigerian-Cameroon maritime boundaries, where the state properly situates, but was unfortunately excluded. At no time did the Supreme Court attribute our oil wells to Akwa Ibom. In terms of our littoral status, our channel remains the only navigational channel into Nigeria. Oil is not stagnant. An extensive tech-based coordinate plotting, accurate modern hydrographic mapping, and transparent institutional boundary delineation have affirmed our stance, justice, equity, and fairness.
Backing the state's position with technical insight, the Surveyor General of the state maintains that available hydrographic data and coastal mapping supports Cross River's claim to a littoral status.
Take it to anywhere. The precision of our territory, the coordinates, they are well precise.
Also lending his voice, former Speaker of the Cross River State House of Assembly, John Lebo, calls for sustained unity among stakeholders, stressing that a collective front is critical to achieving justice for the state.
Relevant agencies, National Boundary Commission, Revenue Mobilization, Office of Surveyor General of Nigeria must perform this responsibility. The court, I repeat, the Supreme Court did not make any order to 2012 transferring 76 oil wells to Akwa Ibom. This is a decision of the Supreme Court. This is what Akwa Ibom is relying on to say they've got 76 oil wells in 2012. So the court clearly gave these agencies the responsibility. They refused to do it.
Governor Otu, however, warns against disunity, insisting that the state's aspiration can only be achieved through a shared resolve, while expressing confidence that ongoing efforts will yield a favorable outcome. Magdalene Yoma, Rallies News.